All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First thing first, I want to give honor and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Barakadash. It says, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahushai, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahushai, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Barakadash. And we are double honors to our apostles and our elders, which are the apostle elders, the great millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. 2025, which is the hopeful year of our deliverance and the judgment and the destruction of Esau, man. All right, like me and brother was just talking about, Jake is hurt, man. Our people need out of this place, and that's why the Lord is separating, because the word holy means separate. All right, the separation between this wicked world and those that are set for salvation is happening right now. We ain't in a time of you just living your life. The average American can tell shit ain't right here, man.
Yeah.
When we used to tell people it used to be out of mind, out of mind and out of touch. Now you have a clear cut with this situation with China. You got these worldwide situation where America's playing cleanup, man. They went over there. J.D. Vance went over to the European Union and talked shit. They called China peasants. These are fixable situations, man. Because that's why Ezekiel 38 said they should not regard money, man. They're not going to regard this economical situation that we have going on currently, man. All right, we're here for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are spread out through the four corners of the planet Earth. Go ahead, my brother. It was all right. You could have walked it.
All right. The 12 tribes of Israel, which consist of Judah, the so-called Negroes, Benjamin, the so-called West Indians, Levi, the so-called Haitians, Simeon, the so-called Dominicans, Zebulon, the so-called Guatemalans, Panamanians, Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans, Manasseh, the so-called Cubans, Gad, the so-called North American Indians, Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians, Naphtali, the so-called Argentinians to the Chileans, Asher, the so-called Colombians to the Uruguayans, and Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, and these are all God and the anointing is coming back for bluntly for the elect of the nation of Israel.
I got your precept right here. So you got Jake, and especially in Israel, with this whole comfortable Israelite movement where you don't have to call on the Lord's name, pretty much do as you want. That shit's coming to an end, man.
Yeah.
It's the book of Micah 2 and verse 3, and I'll read in NLT. It says, "But this is what the Lord says: I will reward your evil with evil. You won't be able to put your neck out of the noose. You will no longer walk around proudly, for it will be a terrible time."
Now we had the name, the Hebrew, and all that taken from us, right? But Jake, but now that we got it back, Jake don't want to take advantage of it. Jake, why not? Jake, why don't you want to take advantage of your culture, man? Jake, why don't you want to take advantage of the blessings Jake, why don't you want to take advantage of the blessings that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has bestowed upon us, man?
Right.
From the name to the Hebrew, man. That's a blessing that we have, man. We're able to call on the name. So why don't you want to call on it?
I got you. This is Isaiah 55 and verse 6. Seek the Lord while he can be found. Seek the Lord while you can find him. Call on him now while he is near.
Yep, because there will come a day where he won't be found. You won't be able to find him because the prophets won't be out there no more. See, let me say what? There should be a cry for wine in the streets. There will be a cry for wine in the streets, man, and that wine is his knowledge, man. So, Jake, get it while it's hot. Jake, this truth is hot. Jake, this truth is hot and ready, man. Jake, you better choose the fear of Yahweh. Jake, you better choose the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man.
I got you. This is a precept. This is Proverbs 1 and verse 25.
Yep.
I'll start at verse 24. It says, "I called you so often, but you would not come." It says, "I reached out to you, but you paid no attention." And that's what this world does. They don't pay attention to the scriptures. They think the Bible is a pastime. It's a fairy tale book. It's something you pick up every time you feel warm inside. You want that Easter love, so you pick the Bible up. The Bible is a lifestyle. It's not a pastime, man.
Right.
That's why a lot of you people are gonna be judged and not know why the scripture says it's gonna come like a thief in the night. A thief comes when you're not expecting it.
Right, because a thief ain't gonna text you and say,
Hey, I'm down to fly.
yeah. So make sure the living room door, the living room window is cracked.
Yeah. That's not a thief. That's a stopper buyer.
Yeah.
It says, I called you so often, but you wouldn't come. I reached out to you, but you paid no attention.
See?
You ignored my advice.
Yep.
You rejected the correction I offered.
You rejected
Damn.
the correction, man. You rejected it because you didn't like how it came to you. Jake, fuck your feelings, man. It's not about how you feel, man. It's about the amount, man. Your feelings don't matter. Your feelings are irrelevant. Jake, it's time for you to grow the fuck up, man. Jake, we went off. Jake, it's time for you to take responsibility for what you did, man. We went off. Jake, when David went off, he didn't blame nobody else. He accepted the rebuke. He accepted the consequences that came behind what he did. Jake, when Solomon went off, he didn't blame nobody. But he knew he was going off. Jake, we went off, man. So accept the rebuke, because it says, he that hateth reproof shall die. Come on, man. Jake, when your son or your daughter go off, when they do something they know they should not be doing, you expect them to take responsibility for what they did, right?
That's right.
See? So Jake, Yahweh Shema Shah wants us to hold ourselves accountable for what we did.
Gotcha. This is Hosea 5 and verse 15. It says, NLT, then I will return to my place until they admit their guilt and turn to me. For as soon as trouble comes, they will earnestly search for me.
Come on, man. Jake, man, it was in our minds to go astray, Jake. He made us go off.
Now being returned.
Seek him 10 times more.
Damn, that's heavy. I gotta read that again.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Hosea 5 and verse 15. It says, and I will return to my place until they admit their guilt and turn to me, for as soon as trouble comes, and that's what is coming. Trouble's coming to America, man.
Yeah.
This financial crisis ain't going away. Even Trump told you, he said it's gonna get tight. What do you mean it's gonna get tight?
Right.
It's gonna get tight, man. Poverty is coming here. Don't you notice your money doesn't go where it used to, man? That's why, shit, I remember when people didn't shop at Aldi's. Aldi's was a backwood grocery store. Now you see Range Rovers outside, Mercedes outside. They got a nice car, but a low budget.
Yeah, they hurt right now.
They ain't all. I remember it was nothing but Jakes in all these.
Yep.
Judah, Issachar, it was no Edomites up in there, man. It was them derelicts, man.
Yep.
Or them special ed Edomites, man. Now they in there. They in there with their little, they got the bag, the economy bag. They trying to make it look good though. You see what I'm saying? They trying to make poverty look good.
Oh yeah.
And now you out here shopping this cheap food, man.
Yeah, you broke, man. Deal with it.
Hell yeah, coming in there with that Versace.
That Louis Vuitton.
They got Gucci bag and all these. What? You better stop playing, man.
Yeah.
Get some of this low meat.
Yeah.
You know, they ain't used to having to go get your boxes and use them shits.
Right.
You know, you want a grocery, but nah. Welcome to broke, man. Welcome to broke. America's gonna go through a financial crisis that has never been seen before, man. Why is it? Because the Lord is punishing this place for its wickedness, man. It had a good run. Right? Yeah, it's getting judged, man. America ain't gonna be the same thing here shortly, man. You got all types of homegrown terroristic activity going on. You have all of these so-called migrant crises happening, man. You have all these things that are taking place on a worldwide level, man. You have deals that are being implemented that are not for the betterment of this place, man. That's why Obadiah said, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee, man.
Yeah.
They ready to touch this place, man. You people have lived on your ivory tower for too long, man. What does it say? The wolves are at the door.
Yeah.
I'll read it again. It says, and I will return to my place until they admit their guilt and turn to me. For as soon as trouble comes, they will earnestly search for me. Verse 16. Oh, Salaki, that's it on that. So this precepts to Proverbs. It says, you ignored my advice and rejected the correction I offered. So I will laugh when you are in trouble.
So, all right, man, it says what, man? I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your threat comes. This is Leviticus 26 and 40. It says, if they shall confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers with their trespass, which they trespass against me, that and that also they have walked contrary unto me, and that I have also walked contrary unto them, and have brought them into the land of their enemies.
And that's what you call slavery.
Yep.
That's why we're here. We ain't here to be good Negroes, man.
No.
We're here to, that's why Hosea said, until they acknowledge their wrongs, man. The Heavenly Father just waiting on us to say we fucked up.
Right.
Sorry, Abba. Salakia, Abba. Salakia. Our debt has already been paid. You niggas don't, but the Lord ain't gonna just open the door. You gotta go knock. What did it say? I shall knock at the door, and he that open, I will come in and sup with him, man. You gotta knock though, man. If you ain't seeking the Lord and knocking on his door, you're gonna be left out here, man.
Yep.
You are going to be left out here. This is the most dangerous time in history, man. We are set to see the hand of God work in our ages, man. This ain't no fairy tale you read about Egypt and Moses. That's why the scriptures say we should no longer say Egypt. We're going to speak about this one, man. Go ahead, brother. Did you put a change in that? Okay, I'm going to go through that real quick.
It says, if then their uncircumcised hearts be humbled, and then they then accept the punishment of their iniquity. Jake, you have to accept the punishment of your iniquity, man. You have to accept it. Jake, I know it hurt. Jake, but you can't blame nobody else though, man. We went off, Jake. We went off, man. See? Then will I remember my covenant with Jacob, also my covenant with Isaac, also my covenant with Abraham will I remember. And I will remember the land. Jake, accept correction, man. Accept it. You ain't got no choice but to accept it. Jake, just like I'm in the streets, man. You say what? Take your charge. Jake, take your charge, man. Accept the punishment. Jake, you did the crime, you got to do the time. It's the same thing, man.
We serve a spiritual bid, man. A carnal and spiritual bid.
Yep.
We were sealed carnal. We didn't have access to the spirit, and we didn't have access to our land, man.
Right.
Jay, don't you want something, man? Who the fuck is happy here?
Nobody.
Esau ain't even happy in this bitch.
Nah.
But we supposed to be happy. Go let this nigga living hard. He don't want to be. They burning American flags, man.
And the slave plantation house got burnt down.
That's the spirit.
Yep.
The Lord is visiting. I seen that. I said, whoa. The last one. The last one. The one remaining. You know how many? Who knows the atrocities that went in there, man? And these Edomites are sick. We're seeing how sick they are now, man. Pedophilia was always been around. They was using us though.
Right.
And there was nobody to come and call us. They were raping our kids, stealing our children, man.
Right.
This bitch gotta burn, man.
Yeah.
I ain't got no quiet. I ain't dropping a turd. When I see these Edomites catch hell, man, look, I'm just gonna look at them, man.
Right. Like, hey, accept it.
What the fuck am I gonna do? I can't do. Y'all ain't do. When did y'all put a cape on and come get me?
Right.
And mines, man. They didn't take over one slave boat, nothing, man. We telling you, this place is about to pay for the last plantation house burnt down. That was a spiritual sign. Go ahead, my brother.
Now remember, the rich man, he asked for mercy. He asked for mercy, man.
What did Abba Raham?
Yeah, man. Abba Raham said there's a great gulf fix. You can't come over this side. We can't go over there. Hey, Lazarus, he's not dipping his finger in water. No, you ain't gonna have mercy, man.
Yeah, we gonna be on your ass, my boy.
Yeah.
We gonna be on your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna be getting spoiled. We gonna be getting booty.
All that.
Hey, we ready though.
Yeah.
We waiting on the Lord though.
Right.
You be like, oh y'all, man, look, y'all made it a point. It was called fancy girls. You ever seen that? Yeah. Fancy girls. Y'all made it a point to turn our women into straight up hoes, man.
Yeah.
The prettiest of our women, you turn to straight hoes, man.
But now they have this thing called black fatigue.
What was that?
But to where Edomites are mad, or tired of what they doing.
Oh, popping it.
But you Edomites, you wanted this though. You wanted our people to be like this. Now that you got it, now you have a problem with it. Why? Yeah. You did the shit, man.
You turned us into these monsters, man. You turned us into these monsters. If you take a chihuahua and you put it in a corner and you beat that chihuahua over and over again, you don't give it no food, you show it nothing but mistreatment, that chihuahua's gonna be rabid. And that's a small, timid dog, man. So what makes you think you beat a people, put them in these ghettos, rape, rob, and murder their minds? You think they're gonna come out and be dandelions, man?
No.
They're monsters. It says menstrual women shall bring forth monsters, man. That's what these little niggas are, man. They don't got no choice. But but to show you the working of our power is, Jake can still come up out of there and be something, man. Yeah. Ain't that a bitch? Jake will be in the ghetto where death is a fragrance in the air, man.
Yeah.
And still make it out of there. Jake will be on the same court they're shooting at, and still put up enough doubles and triples to get up out of there, man.
Yeah.
Where you Edomite, you have everything in your fucking clutches and you still fucking up. Ain't that of y'all to show you the epitome of your nation, man? If it wasn't for Jake here, y'all be running around looking like India over here, man.
Yeah.
Y'all be pooping in the streets,
yeah.
man. Go ahead, brother.
Right, man. So black fatigue. So you tired of what Jake is doing? When you did it though. You put it in these people's mind that they ain't shit.
Constantly.
You told them they ain't nothing. That you told them that the way they look is a curse. Really, nigga? And you have a problem with what they doing? You Edomites are the problem, man. You're the reason why our people are like this, man. Man, look, fucking audacity, man.
That's why, like the elder said, shut up.
Yeah.
I'm tired of looking at this point, we've told you what we need to tell you.
Right.
We're just repeating ourselves. Now, we're just breaking it down more detailed than we did before.
Yeah.
But we're telling you, you are done, my boy. You are done. The world don't like you. You don't like you.
Right.
Ain't no hugs coming, man. What does it say? Our warfare is accomplished, man.
Yeah.
We getting ready to go to retirement. And retirement means ruling the planet Earth in righteousness, man.
Yeah.
Don't talk about the fruit or don't talk about the tree. Let's talk about the fruit. Look what the fruit of this rulership has brought. The earth is damn near at the brink of extinction. Yeah. Women are trash. Children are fucking monsters. The atmosphere, the ecosystem is destroyed. You can't blame the slave for what the so-called master's plantation looks like, man. You have to acknowledge that your rulership has not been what does it say? A wise one, man. You shall tell a tree by its fruit. You can tell that, guess what? Somebody's not ruling this place right, man. How many extinct animals have we had in the world, man? Now they trying to bring some back through crypt technology, which is death. I got you, bro. This is back over to this is the book of Zechariah 1 and verse 15. It says, I am very sore displeased with the heathen. Because you said, man, it's ridiculous, right?
Yep.
It says, I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction.
So our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua was only a little mad at us. Now, when we were younger, our parents, they was mad at us. Because we messed up. We disobeyed their orders. But a few days later, right? Like, let's say mom goes to the mall. And she sees a shirt you like. Right? She bought a shirt for you. You have no idea. Right? Plus, she buy you something else. You say, hey, I seen this. I thought you like it. See, man? So, man, our power was only a little mad at us. But these heathen, man, these Edomites, man, these heathens, man, they forwarded the affliction, man. They made it worse. That's, man, a little man.
I got you. This is the amplified version. It says, but I am very angry with the nations who are at ease and feel secure. It says, for while I was only a little angry, they furthered the disaster against the people of Israel.
Man, a little angry. Man. Now, Yahweh is truly pissed off at me. You can imagine what's going to happen in Rome.
Gotcha. I got you. This is the book of Jeremiah 49 and verse 8. It says, turn and flee, hide in deep caves, you who live in Dedan, for I will bring the disaster of Esau at the time I will punish him.
Come on, man. You Edomites are about to be punished, man. You Edomites are about to be punished, man, because Cain cried like a bitch. Cain cried, man. He said, well, punishment is too much for me to handle. No. You know what you did. You murdered your brother.
Same way Esau cried.
Yep.
He lost that birthright.
Yep.
So that showed you that was him coming back in reincarnation.
Exactly.
Crying ass. Jay, we took it.
Right.
We didn't have nobody to cry to. The Lord took the shoulder away.
Yep.
He took the shoulder for us to cry on. We had to take that. We went into bondage. We lost who we was, man. No people. Man, when I read Deuteronomy 28, I was dumbfounded. I was beguiled, man.
Yep.
I said, what? I said, nah, no way. No way. It was like it was beyond acknowledgement. And the thing about it is, we read the Bible.
Yeah.
We went to the churches, and that show you the churches ain't got the truth because we didn't find it there.
Nope.
The churches ain't telling who the people of the Bible are, man. They don't know. They don't know. They read it like it's a fucking novel to them. But the Lord breathed life into the prophets, and he said, I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We found this on the internet, and brothers walking and doing different things. We found this, and we knew because it says, you shall hear a word behind me saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. And we walked, and we ain't looked back. Nope. We ain't, for what?
Look back for what?
For what?
Man, what's behind us, man? Wickedness and sin is behind us, man. A polluted place is behind us. Fuck this place and fuck these people, man.
Yeah. These people don't like themselves, man. Nope. Why you think depression and anti-depressants are being sold so often? You people are mad. Something's internally wrong, man. This society brings that internal wrong, and you don't know it, but you're living in it.
Right.
If you living in a war zone, you gonna get PTSD, man.
Yeah.
So the same thing we telling you people is this place is wicked, and it's set to be judged, man. It's gonna be taken out of the way. No ifs, ands, or buts. No fucking petitions. No leader. How many presidents have they went through and ain't shit changed?
Right.
It's the same narrative throughout. They keeping they're oh, I'm gonna promise to do this. I thought the war was gonna end. I thought the debt clock was gonna go backwards.
Right.
That ain't happening.
Nope.
None of the shit that said the man's a liar then.
Yep.
Come on, bro. But that's on you, Jakes, that trust. It says that trust in what? Egypt, man.
So if you trust in Egypt, man, you're gonna be destroyed.
Facts. This is back in Proverbs 1 in verse 26. So I will laugh when you are in trouble. I will mock you when your disaster overtakes you. By what? The prophets.
Yeah.
We're the ones that set to mock you, man.
Yeah.
We're the ones that set to laugh at you. The Lord is furious with America, man.
Yeah.
That's why the last slave plantation burnt down. That was the Lord sending a signal. The last plantation, you got men that were in slavery that's still the descendants of slaves, man. The woman that lived through Rosewood when they killed Jake down there, man. She's still alive, man. You people thinking like, oh, that was the past. People are still alive.
Yeah.
They were alive during atrocities, man.
Like, you do know our people that was back in slavery, you know that was us, right? This nobody knew that was us. We went through that.
Yeah. In the reincarnation.
Yeah. So they say what? In Ecclesiastes, say, is this new? No, it has been before you of old time.
Yeah. That's why they don't want to teach that in schools. They
Right.
want to brush it. It's a public walkway. You guys, hey, appreciate it though.
Have a good day.
That's why they don't want to teach real history in school. Tell you that we didn't come over here as indentured servants.
No.
Are you crazy? And then vocab talking about we sold ourselves. Nigga, what? That don't even make sense.
No.
That's some little reaching ass, and we still waiting on where the Edomites went.
Right.
We still waiting on that archaeological evidence where they were just done away with, man. Because where did Herod come from? If the Edomites were done away with, where did the Herodian line come from?
Oh, plus, what about Haman? What about Alexander?
And his generals.
Right. What about Ptolemy? Come on, man. Shit, and Antiochus.
Yeah. And even the small hats, they said that the Romans were Edomites.
Yeah. Come on, man.
They play a pivotal role in the latter prophecies, man.
Yep.
They're here now.
Yep.
And then they got. And
Like, what mind state do you have to be in to be a woman but want to be a man? You don't like men, but you want to be in.
That's fucking crazy.
That don't make sense.
It means you love them so much you want to be one.
Right. Yep.
You surpass a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be a man and do what men do.
Right.
That's why they have them infomercial where studs they be popping their stud friends.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you still a woman. I don't care how manly you want to be.
Right. Like, but then when they end up pregnant, they have no idea how it fucking happened.
Man,
come on. Now.
I was talking to one stud. She was like, "Yeah, me and my kids." I just was like. Because your mind goes to thinking, like, when did you have a baby? Oh, so you got a baby and then you went to the stud life?
So they be sneak. Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah. Let the club get shot up.
Yeah.
You go back to being a studder. It's confusion, man.
It is.
May the Lord be glorified, man. We're here to magnify Yahweh Shem Yahshua's name and let this world do what it's going to do, man. This is not our rest. This is not our world. Just like Yahweh said, if this was our kingdom, my servants would fight, man. You're going to have to answer to the Lord. There's nothing we want. I don't want to punch you in the face. That's not equal. That's not equitable. That's not equitable.
No.
It's not a equal punishment for what is taking place. So we shall, what did the Lord, what did Paul say? He delivered him unto Satan, man.
Yeah.
We delivering you unto the power, man. We snitching, man.
Mm-hmm.
We are snitching on you, E.
We snitching, man.
We are snitching to the max, man.
And there's nothing wrong with being a snitch.
Man.
You better say so. All right, man. So, because if you see a man and you know this woman is married, but they on a date, you better say something.
Yeah. That's like seeing your best friend on a date with your best friend's girl on a date with somebody. You ain't gonna say nothing.
You better snitch.
He gonna be mad at you that you knew.
Right.
Beyond, he gonna be like, man, you knew? You seen him? Yeah, man. Why you ain't say nothing? That's what he gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Why did you? He gonna be more hurt at you than the bitch. I mean, he gonna be hurt what she did, but he gonna be hurt at you. Like, man, why you ain't tell me, man?
Right.
Man, I ain't know. There's no excuse.
Right.
There's no excuse. Like, you ain't his friend no more, man. You see that shit, you pick the phone up like, hey, bro, guess who I'm looking at right now? Who? Man, your girl right here, man. Where they at? Man, I'm right here. And you wait on them. Like, hey, I'm turning beyond the snitch. I'm turning to a motherfucking PI.
Man.
Yeah, they right here. Yeah, I'll stay here, bro.
Man, the spiritual confidential informant.
Man, Magnum PI, you hear me? I'm gonna turn into the Hebrew Matlock. fuck with me. I'll be right there posted. You remember Matlock?
Yeah, that's my
Yeah, he might have been a J.
Yeah.
Matlock ass with that white suit on.
Man, looking clean.
Clean in a bitch. I was like, damn, he had white on. He had that cream and white suit on all the time. Matlock, you know what I mean? That's for y'all brother engaged. We getting older in life, man. Matlock. I snitch my ass off, man.
Yeah.
The same thing we telling you now. Because what does it say? The two witnesses.
Yep.
What is a witness in the court? That's a snitch.
Yeah.
We giving you the wing. We saying, Lord, here they go.
Yeah. That's him.
That's him. He made us eat GMO and bullshit.
Yep.
They said they checked Walmart meat. They said Walmart meat is so contaminated, you gotta wash your hands twice when you just touch it. Ain't that a bitch? We eating this shit. When you tired of eating food, you know it's hell, man.
Yeah.
And you eating the same old bullshit.
Same shit, man.
Jeez, man. That's why it says the prisoner hope to be loose, man.
And he should not die in the pit.
We ready, man. We're not here to just chill out, man. No, we go to work because we have to.
Right.
Because we occupy until the Lord comes. That's what we're doing. We're occupying until he comes, man. Just like he commanded us to do. It says, this is back in Proverbs 1 and verse 26. It says, so will I laugh when you are in trouble. I will mock you when disaster overtakes you. When calamity overtakes you like a storm. When disaster engulfs you like a cyclone. And anguish and distress overwhelm you. When they cry for help, I will not answer. Go ahead, bro. Con, this is Proverbs 1 and verse 27. When calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster engulfs you like a cyclone, and anguish and distress overwhelm you.
So, when the hand of Yahweh is upon you, you can't run. You can't hide, man. To say what? There is none that can deliver out of my hand.
Right.
So Jake, once Yahweh Shai has his hands on you, man, for judgment, you can't escape that. You can't escape that.
We couldn't.
Right.
We couldn't. It didn't matter this life or the next. Even if you died on the slave passage, guess what? You woke up on a plantation.
Yep.
You woke up as a newborn baby on the plantation you ran from. Ain't that something?
Getting your ass whooped again. Golly.
You came out to cotton. You didn't even get to nourish and suck. You barely suckled your mother, man, before you had to go pick some shit, man. But you want to tell us to let it go. No, man, we can't.
We ain't letting nothing go. We ain't letting you go.
Nah.
The power ain't letting you go.
Man, you got a thou wow on you, man. The Lord He has sentenced you to a death. You're in sentences. The Lord is, that's why the prophets are.
Yep.
Go and give them warning from me. The Lord is saying, tell Esau, I'm going to bond his ass up for 1,000 years. And then after that thou wow, he's going to be burnt. Like I saw, I posted a video, I said, he's getting ready for Obadiah 1 and 18. This nigga taking shots and lighting his head on fire. That spirit already come. I said, what nigga this? Who nigga this?
Right.
I said, hey, what kind of thrill is that? They putting alcohol in their face, lighting it on fire, and then passing the fire to each other. I said, damn, these people are built for burning, man.
They're ready for it.
You see the video I posted, bro? All right, check this out. This is some old wild Edomite shit, man. I'm like, this nigga right, look. Wait, bro. Wait, watch this next one. This one, get it. Well, I told you, is that not Obadiah 1 and 18?
It is.
The spirit is.
Now you've already said when the 1,000 years is up for them, then they're gonna jump in the fire. They doing that.
They want to burn now. No, my boy, you gotta wait. You gotta wait a thou for that. You gotta wait a thou wow. They're gonna be yearning for that day.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like Malak. Today we burn.
Nah.
No. No, then they gonna hobble his ass back to the field, man.
But like, how long you got 999 years left. Like, what the? Yeah, it's gonna be a long one.
It was only 1 year. Felt like a thou wow. It was 1 year, my boy. You gotta go in and out of reincarnation.
Yeah.
Ain't that is a terrible, that is fearful, man. That, hey, call her Lord, Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kodash for making us Israelites, man. Yeah. Our punishment was, but that's why it says the yoke was easy, man. Yeah. The Lord was he didn't pour out his full strength on us, man. Imagine if we had another 500 years.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord, man. Yo, that's that news make you instantly crouch over. The rest of your days are just, you want to go to the spirit world and rest. That's why a lot of slaves chose death instead of coming to this landmass. They chose death. You know what it takes for somebody to jump out of a ship and go into water, shark-infested water, and die, than to come here. You jakes think here is a good thing. No, this is the hell that men wanted to get away from.
Right.
Look at your mentality. Look at your neighborhoods. Look at look at your women. Look at your children, man. This is worse than death, man. We are a glorious people that have been put down into nothing, man. And look what we do in slavery. Who's the greatest athletes on the planet Earth, man? They don't pay thousands of dollars to go watch their own people jump around on the ball. They watch us.
Right.
Because we have God-given talent. They don't have the talent we have. That's why they idolize us, man. Look at Priest Holmes. They love that. That's a Negro. Don't get it twisted.
Right, yeah.
Because he's a little bit Carmel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he got a white woman.
Yeah.
He's now Jake's got it good because guess what? When they go to college, they get access to different women. Instead of staying in your neighborhood and the only thing you got is Shaniqua, man.
Yeah.
And she's done, man.
Right, yeah.
She's ready to cheat on you, man. So give a black woman some money. Watch how they do, man. Watch how they do. Give them a little bit of money. They gonna act like you don't even exist.
Man, they gonna do you shitty.
Man, they gonna do you like a porta potty, man. Them hoes is going overseas to get doo-dooed on, man, for some money.
Man.
If a nigga don't wipe the seat, I'm offended.
Man.
If I go in the restroom and I see pee on the seat, I'm like, man, who the fuck left this? Doo-doo, my man. Come on, bro.
Man, but they getting the potent, healthy shit.
Oh, man, they getting that curry. That turmeric.
With the garlic.
With the mutton.
Yeah.
That lamb mutton. Doo-doo.
Man, with the ground cumin. Yeah.
Oh my jeez, man.
Yeah, man.
You know that smell is absolutely atrocious, man. And that's on your face. That's on your face.
Man, but then
them bitches getting blue-eyed, not pink.
But then they come home and kiss their kids.
Oh my jeez.
Really?
Doo-doo remnant. They got residue of doo-doo on them. That's what you hope, man.
And then they doing it for $50,000. Wow.
That's nothing, man. That's a year's wages, man.
Yeah.
That's a year wage, man. After that year and that money gone, your soul, your spirit is still hurt.
And they just
getting doo-dooed on, man.
God,
them Arabs don't give a damn, man.
Nope.
They ain't do. You notice they ain't getting their own women and doo-doo on them.
Hell no.
They ain't, cause that's their daughters and their aunties and.
Yeah,
they said, man, I gotta get this freak off. Hold on. I need to snack off.
Golly, man. I gotta snack off.
Oh God. They don't do it to their own women, right. But they do it to you Israelite women. Because they got to get it off, you know what I mean?
They got to get their snack off.
They got to get, you know, we know some snackers, you know. Jeez. It makes sense now. All makes sense now.
Yeah. It all,
yeah. What does it say? Hindsight is what? 2020. Yeah. We see that nigga now.
Yeah.
We can see Alizé now. We know what it is. Boy, we should have read them red flags, man.
That long hair and all that.
I know it. Now we know. Bro, you can't come back from that.
No.
You ain't even sit down worthy no more. That's the thing about it. You have been excommunicated. You are, but like Apostle say, persona non grata, man. Mm-hmm. You are no person, man. We don't talk to peggers, man. But to show you them Indians, them Ishmaelites, man. Them Elamites, they wanna give you that nasty, man.
Yeah.
They see, because they still see respectable women when it comes to their own women. Yeah. They women got their head covered. You know why they choose you Instagram women? Because you've already demoralized yourself. Right. This age, women have demoralized themselves. Why do you think men don't want to get married no more? Right. They don't want half of their stuff taken, and now you don't even have wives. Women could cook, clean, sew up clothes. Those were traditional women, man. Now you go work all the time. You don't have no worth. You're gonna retire alone. You're gonna be alone.
But they both work have a problem with paying their own bills though.
Yeah. You wanted to work. You got money now. I can see if you were just a homemaker and somebody had to come and ask you, their father, for you to come on a date because you at home sewing and cooking and. You know, sir, may I please? Men used to have to go do that. Yeah. They used to have to go ask the father, may I take your daughter out, man? Because that was the respectable thing to do. And it says back in Proverbs 1 in verse 27, it says, when calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster engulfs you like a cyclone, and anguish and distress overwhelm you, When they cry for help, I will not answer. Though they anxiously search for me, they will not find me. For they hated knowledge and chose not the fear of the Lord. They rejected my advice and paid no attention when I corrected them. Come on, man. Tell me we ain't doing that. What group is doing that very act right now, man? Great Millstone. And we're correcting, and this is speaking about Israelites that know, because they weren't choosing to fear the Lord in the time of Yahweh Shai, man. Let me see the priest. Go ahead.
But when we rebuke them, Jake say we hating on them. Nigga, what you got?
That we hate. We hating, that means we're jealous. When you say we're hating, you mean we're jealous of you. Why are we jealous of somebody that don't want to use the Lord's name? Right. Go ahead, bro.
Like, we both in hell. We're all in hell. We're all living paycheck to paycheck, man. I don't give a damn if you bring home $10,000 a month.
And,
so what?
And it ain't even living paycheck to paycheck. You live in the check, and then hopefully the next one will cover the one you missed.
Right.
The checks ain't even making it, man. They cutting hours, they cutting things down. Man, come on, man. We're in a time where they putting all these things to the back burner, man. If you don't wake up, you're gonna be caught up out here, man.
What's up, man?
What's up, bro? Still out here living, huh? Yeah. Good to see you, my guy.
You too, bro.
Yeah, man. Still doing the work, man. Yeah. Take care of yourself, bro.
You too, bro.
And this is Isaiah 65 and verse 12, and it says, I will destine you for the sword, and all of you will fall in the slaughter. For I called, but you did not answer. I spoke, but you did not listen. You did evil in my sight and chose what displeased me.
We chose what displeased Yahweh Shai. We chose to do what was wrong. We knew what to do. But we wanted to be hard-headed, like kids be. So we have to own up to what we did and accept the rebuke and accept the consequences. See that? So don't say, no snitching, nigga, you did wrong. You gotta be punished.
Snitching is righteous, man.
It is.
Especially that, because guess what? In the ancient world, you didn't tell, you got killed. If the woman didn't holler out during that time, guess what happened to her? She died too. Because she consigned to that. She's saying that she didn't have a problem with it, and she didn't holler out.
Right.
That was snitching right there. And if you see that act, you're supposed to snitch too, man. But Jacob be in their neighborhoods, all right, I ain't snitching, I got lawful. Nigga, you ain't got no morality in you. But all of a sudden now, you do some, and it's always behind some crime. On their own people. I can understand if it was some Edomite. I could get that. Yeah, we went over there, we hit a lick that set us all up, man. We cool, man. You know, we stole 100,000 for the block, for the neighborhood. No, y'all stealing from your own people. You shoot your own people. You shoot niggas you grew up with. Ain't that something? You shoot niggas that you know. Them crimes be happening to niggas that niggas don't nigga crime, man. It went from high school, middle school, whatever, and then transcended to the streets. Yeah, I ain't snitching. Yeah, old Tyrone got it. Yeah, we ain't telling you who did it. But they will not attempt to go out of their block to any Edomite neighborhood and pull that shit.
No, because they know Esau will mow their ass down.
Man, will hunt them down to the last dreadlock.
Yep. And string them up and let their ass bleed out.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Like that cop, that dude that ran over that cop, man. Them cops are looking at that dude like, man, if there weren't cameras and lights on, man, they would have killed that dude right there. Yeah. Man, Jake Bonfam was like,
all that, yeah.
I said,
I was like, yeah.
Man, he cuffed that. I ain't seen that chin move in a long time.
Oh.
Man, he said,
yeah.
Man, that chin was way out there. Yeah, man. He walked slow too.
Yeah.
They had one where the black cop had to come in the damn elevator.
Yeah.
They already knew. They were like, man, that old blue shit. They were looking at him like a nigga, man.
Yeah.
They said, this nigga, man. Niggas.
Yeah.
That's why we here to get, man. Why would you take a mark for an institution where the law itself hates you?
Right.
Where the people that are here to protect you and be out, the so-called heroes of the world, they hate you.
Right.
Like they had that, they did a video where they were showing two white kids that was holding a live round gun. They were holding it behind the thing. They kept telling them to put the gun down, put the gun down. They did everything in their needs to keep them kids safe. They didn't even want to fire non-lethal rounds at them. But then that one black kid, they said that he was playing with a toy gun. They came up and killed him. That's a kid, not even a grown man. Where are we gonna land at, man?
Right.
You can't even move too much around the fucking cop, man. Being a grown Jake. Don't be fit. You scaring the shit out of him. At the end of the day, I don't care how many. That's a scary ass Edomite.
Yeah.
A lot of these cops are scary ass Edomites.
Yep. Mike Brown.
Yeah.
Right? Man, Mike Brown was what, like 6'2"?
Yeah. Huge.
Like 285?
Huge.
Come on, man. Man, that cop was 5'8", 200, or 180.
Like close to 6 foot.
Yeah.
But still, it's still scary.
Right. Like, how were you as a grown man? You got it on you. You still afraid?
Yeah.
If you were afraid of your job, then you're in the wrong occupation, my man.
Thanks. That's a heavy point right there. You should not be. That's like you're an animal reservist, but you scared of snakes. My nigga, you can't work here.
Yeah. That's like you being a dog catcher and you afraid of dogs.
Yeah, you work at McDonald's, but you allergic to meat. Probably should change occupation.
Yeah.
That's the time we at, man. All you seeing now is a breakdown of the judgment to come, man. America is set for judgment.
Yeah.
Thus saith the Bible, man. Thus saith the Lord. It ain't us telling you. You can believe us. Don't believe us. We really don't give a fuck.
Right.
We praise. We showing the Lord that. Guess what? Salaki Yabashim Shai. Please remember us. What did the man say on the cross? He said, "Remember me in Thy kingdom, man." That's it.
Yeah.
And we don't deserve that. We're at the end of the day, we're unprofitable servants, man.
Yeah.
That's why you guys that are high-minded in this, you're not entrenched, man. The Lord don't have to save us. What does He need us for?
Right.
What does He need? It's an honor just to even say His name, man. What did the Lord owe us, man? The Lord don't owe us the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
The Lord said, I sent the redeemers, and I got the elect that's been chosen. That's why you pray for the elect. Those are your alpha gods, man. Those are the ones that are gonna establish those are your superheroes, man.
Right, because it say, I have remembered my covenant that I made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
Remembering that, say,
And it says His word sake.
I did make a promise, so I gotta keep it.
And it says His word sake. The Lord said, my word, I gave a word to this man. Like the apostles always say, it's just like you promise a man, I'm gonna take care of your son, but the son is a mess up. He messes things up. He can't stay out of trouble. You ain't doing it for the son's sake.
You doing it for the father's sake, man, because you made a promise to his father.
Yep. So show you the Most High's got integrity, man. So it really ain't nothing we've done, man. We've been not. It says our righteousness is as what? So there's nothing. Jake, you don't understand. We ain't doing shit. I don't care how many precepts you break down, how many classes you do, which is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the spirit to be in.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
You're doing your job.
We're supposed to have our high holy days. We're supposed to be brotherly.
Yeah.
Negro.
Yeah.
You ain't supposed to be a grimy nigga, man.
Yeah. You don't get no pats on the back for that.
Yeah. But Jake won't. That's why these guys, they want to be puffed up. Look at me. Look what I can do. This is not that. That's why the Lord said He looks after the meek, man. The meek shall inherit the earth. The meek. Because look what this earth looks like right now, ruled by the people that are ruling it.
Yep, pride.
The pride, man. Look at the earth. It's dying, man. It's dying, man. The earth is dying. If you don't pay attention, that's on you. But the earth itself is dying, man. They want to call it global warming and all this. No, it's being polluted to death, man. The food we eat is garbage. But look at people's health, man. People's health is at an all-time low, man. People's health is terrible, man. Cancers, cysts, all problems, man. It ain't supposed to be here like that.
Right, because you have 20-something-year-olds that's obese.
You got babies, 2-3-year-old toddlers with leukemia, man. No one sees nothing wrong with that. Where children are coming with leukemia, cancer at a young age, man. It's the food, it's the atmosphere, the environment we're in. I remember getting cancer was like getting struck by lightning, man. I remember when I was there, it was like, cancer, oh shit. Damn, where you get that?
Right, yeah.
I remember, man. I remember conversations where cancer was like it was like you got to be old as hell.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, if you get it, it's like you have to pass away, man. But that's what we're telling you, that this environment is polluted, man. The pollution that's here is affecting our bodies. We are the canary in the well. And this is this is Jeremiah 7 and verse 13. It says, while you were doing these wicked things, says the Lord, I spoke to you about it repeatedly, but you would not listen. I called out to you, but you refused to answer. Go ahead. Jeremiah 7 and verse 13, it says, while you were doing these wicked things, says the Lord, I spoke to you about it repeatedly, but you would not listen. I called out to you, but you refused to answer.
So when the Israelites were going off, right, the Lord sent the prophets to warn Jacob. Like, hey, stop what you're doing, get back right. But Jake misused the prophets, man. Jake mocked them. Right, but then when judgment come down, oh, have mercy. No.
Mercy was the time before judgment.
Exactly. Yep, the prophets were a symbol of mercy, man.
That's heavy. That's beautiful. The prophets were a symbol of mercy. That's why now the prophets are back again. The Lord is showing mercy now again. And he's showing mercy to you Israelites too by sending the prophets to you.
Right.
The Lord don't need to come off from his throne. He said emissaries, man.
Right.
Where do you think hey, they pulled up, look.
Man,
Out of nowhere. That's showing you right there, man. Jeremiah, Isaiah, those were the prophets, man. The men that was sent out to warn you for the calamity to come, man. Now, Jake, we're telling you that, look, if you don't use this name, you take that MOTB, you're done.
Yep.
You're done. Don't go looking around. Don't go wondering. You're done.
Yep.
There's no go past. There's no cut it out. Because I made the sit down to say, why do you think when you take that mark, there's a letting of blood, they have to put the rag on there? Because it's a cloth, right? It's a cloth, it's a gauze, right? That gauze goes back into the token. Because when you spill, when you insert the rod into a woman, you cut her hymen, and that hymen produces blood, and that's how you prove that she was a virgin. So when you take that MOTB, you have pricked yourself, you bust yourself, you produce blood through that intercourse. Now you can't, like a woman can't re-virginize herself.
Right.
You cannot re-virginize yourself to that mark. You already went into.
Right.
So the Lord come get you. You're not a virgin because you have that prick.
Right. Plus, the Lord don't deal with like Jake, where he belongs to, about this comes up. They say what? I am married unto hate the other.
Yeah. So you can't come to the Heavenly Father no more after that.
Right.
And you have pledged your allegiance.
Yep.
That's why, what do they say in the flag? I pledge allegiance.
To the, yep.
To the United, yeah.
Yeah.
So you pledge your allegiance by doing that because you want to be in the system. So you're pledging your allegiance to the system by using that mark, man. They're gonna make it tasty. They're gonna do universal basic income. So you're gonna get set amount of money on that chip. They're gonna make it spicy.
Allegiance, right?
Come on, bring it out, huh?
It's a loyalty or commitment. Or of a subordinate to a superior.
Damn.
What? It says
Kyrie.
obedience, faithfulness, trustworthiness, steadfastness.
So you putting your faith
right
in Esau, man.
Yep. And why would you do that? Because you say never trust iron.
As iron rusted.
So this is wickedness. So you're gonna put your trust in someone that can't be trusted? Make that make sense.
He said if you speak a lie, you speak of himself. Damn. It says also call him the border of wickedness, man.
Yeah.
Where he's at, that's the border of it. He outlines wickedness, man. That's why I just seen a report, they said pedophilia is at an all-time high in this place, man.
Yeah.
They said pedophilia, there's millions of pedophiles here, man. They said don't even put your child online because they could take your child's face and put it on an AI thing, man. So they could put your child in fucking pornographic movies without them even, it's gotta go, man. Yeah.
Now, she worked at a daycare. She was in a relationship with people who were 5 years old. And you know she was Keisha?
Yeah, they're bugged out, man. They're bugged out. Stop giving these women credit.
Yeah.
Stop. They're children.
Yeah.
They're children. Just like you don't put your 12-year-old on paying bills and shit.
Right.
You gonna be mad at the 12? Man, I told you to get this done. They're just looking at you. That's what the women, when you check them on shit, they just look at you.
Yeah.
Like you know you were supposed to. No, they don't.
Right.
They don't. They're not designed to be in the power seat, man.
They have the mindset of a child, man.
Get them bitches some toys, man. Put them in a.
Yeah, like
That's what the harem is. It's a daycare.
Yeah.
That's what the fucking harem is. It's an ancient daycare, man.
Yeah.
And you had the eunuch. That was the overseer.
Yeah.
Hey, bitch, don't do that.
Yeah.
Here's lunch. Bitch taking naps.
Yeah.
That's what that was, man. That was a big ass daycare, man, for grown women or supposedly grown women. They do it now in careers. That's why they're childish, man.
Yeah.
I don't care if you go up in a high career. Okay, cool. That's children can do arithmetic.
Right. Now, but when a child gets in trouble, though, the child blames someone else for it.
Yep. What is this?
Women,
No responsibility.
Right. When they do something they know they shouldn't do, they would gaslight their man.
Yeah.
Say, well, I did it because of you. No, that you did it because you wanted to.
When they get caught cheating, oh no, that same energy should have been on you before you take that cell phone. Before you was talking to this dude. That's why, man, don't worry about women, man. Don't. If they go, like I take something from Kevin Gates' crazy wicked ass.
Yeah.
And he said I don't chase, I attract. So don't. If they want to go do what they, let them go, man. Let them go. It's not a big deal. It's not really that. You're not losing much.
Right.
Get a business. If you had your business, that's what you should be crying about, man. That's something that you can control where it goes and comes, man. Don't put that's like putting your love in the wind, man.
Right.
Love if you want to, but know you're dealing with a serpent, man. See? So you don't sit there and that's why Solomon told us. He said, amongst 1,000 men I have found one.
Right.
Among 1,000 women I have found none.
Because you say in Proverbs 31, give not thy strength unto women.
And those that have destroyed kings.
Yeah, because women have destroyed kings, man. Don't give your strength to your woman, man. If your woman leave you, she leave you. Cool. Oh well.
No, baby, don't. Okay. I guess I'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
X amount left. I said, hey, God. She like, you just gonna let me leave like that? Yeah, bitch.
Right.
You can go.
I'll let you. There's nothing because the world to come, man, it's gonna be a nightmare. When the Lord gives us new bodies, when He gives us a new land, the earth is gonna be refreshed. We're gonna look back at this and say, damn, that was a fucking nightmare. A nightmare that we never have to go through again, man. This ain't the women now aren't even our women. That's not a virgin.
No.
You didn't have
That
virgin
ain't yours.
birth. Use a car key. That ain't your woman, my boy. All right, so get your mind right. You know, you got any other precepts? All right, come on. So Lord willing, Zedifying, we went up and down. You know, got out a little late, but call Allah, Yabashim Yashab for allowing us to, be out here and to get the work done. We stayed local today. Lord willing, next week we'll go out of another location. But Yabashim Yashab is getting ready to do major things in Babylon, man. So Jake, prepare yourselves, prepare your spirit, prepare your minds, prepare your body. All right, you've got to get all these things in order, and then that's not even what saved you. But this day, let the Lord do what He would. Like Yahushua told us, man, we're gonna follow His lead. Lord, your will be done, man. That should be your constant mantra. If you want to say something, say that. Let your will be done, because guess what? The Lord knows best, man. The Lord knows best. Everything that we need to trust is trust on Him. Don't trust on our own minds, because that's not gonna get us anywhere, man. Your thoughts are not His thoughts. Your ways are not His ways, man. All right, so the best thing that you can do is trust Yahbashim Yahushua and say, look, Father, you be glorified. Lead me. What does it say? And when the ways please the Lord, He shall order His steps, man. That means He's going to make sure you walk at the right place, make sure you're going to the right place you need to be. And we're going to survive these times, man. We're not here to worry and fear and have that mentality. That's not for us. We've served our warfare. It's time for Esau to be scared. It's time for him to be on the ropes, man. All right, and doubt and Deuteronomy in 28th chapter says his life shall be in what? Hang before his eyes. So it's time for him to go through that, man. All right, so with that, Lord willing, Zedifying lesson, you can lead us out, my brother.
All right, so with that, we say, call Allah,
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakadash.
Shalom, man.
Shalom.